Stay on TV. What's cashing, y'all? It's your boy Cash from my Chinese Spanish heritage. Welcome to Spanish Harlem, East Side, El Barrio.
Why you acting different? Why you acting different? Bitch, don't blow my high or kill my vibe, or I'ma go ahead and cut you off. That circumcised, I ain't telling you to smile. Why hurt inside, but if you charge it to the game, don't get declined, yeah. Smooth switching like a model.
Yeah, what's cashing, y'all? We on the East Side, Spanish Harlem, El Barrio. Right now we in George Washington houses, Cherry Tree Park. Yeah, we got little man Mikey Machiavelli right here. Say what's up, Mike.
What's up?
Family is very important. Without a family, like I feel like you know, you're not grounded, and it just, you know, keeps you balanced. And I feel like balance is very important in life. You know, it takes us a long time sometimes to find the balance, but I mean, my kids changed me for the big part, because it's like I get to relive my childhood again in a sense through them. And, you know, I feel like they're like, you know, they represent me. So everything that I do now is just basically for them. And, but I mean, as far as like changing my life, it just helped me mature as a young adult. It really, I guess would say, helped me become a man, because I was still, you know, like a boy in a way, a lot like selfish and things like, you know, I didn't have no real responsibilities. Right, Mikey?
Wish we had Section 8. We gave away cornflakes. Café con leche, milk close to the expiration date. Wish we had Section 8. We gave away cornflakes. Café con leche, milk close to the expiration date. Butter and bread we ate.
I grew up with my mother. I lived with my moms till I was about 5 years old. Then I moved with my father for a while. I kind of did the back and forth thing a lot, actually. But it wasn't all, you know, it wasn't all that nice. It wasn't all, you know, pretty picture. I grew up tough. You know what I mean? We struggled. I had a lot of substance abuse in the house. That's why I come up with the name Son of Substance.
My pops and my mom, they were both like drinkers. My pops were more like a heavier drinker. My mom's had an addiction to crack cocaine and shit like that. She's in recovery, like she's a recovering addict now, you know, thank God. I even mentioned that in the album. Yeah, man, it was tough. It was tough growing up, like seeing that. But like I said, somehow, like some way, my mom's always made sure that we was good, like, and still made sure that, you know what I'm saying, like birthdays was good and all of that. So it was dope, man. It was, you know, like I said, it gives me more of a story to tell. And people out there can relate to that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not the only one that grew up like that. I was out here selling, I was selling drugs, you know what I mean? I was selling what was, you know what I'm saying, destroying my mom once upon a time, you know what I'm saying? I was out here selling crack and cocaine and shit like that. What made me stop hustling was I got locked up, like, and I was hustling in my mom's building in the front. Like, one thing that I didn't learn, there was a rule, was like, you know, pretty much don't shit where you eat. Like, you shouldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously everybody knows where you live. Everybody knows where you reside at, so it's easy for them to get you, whether it's Jack Boys or it's the cops. And that's what happened. I got locked up. I decided when I came home that I was going to, you know, make a change, because it just wasn't, I thought it wasn't for me, but it just wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? I got a wake-up call. And I've been good since then, man. I got locked up in 2006. It's 2018 right now. No contact with the police at all. Moving over here when I was like the age of 12, it was just a different environment for me, from like the transition from East New York, Brooklyn, to over here to Spanish Harlem, and just like more culture and more things going on. You know, Harlem is known for fashion and the style and everything, so I guess I just adapted to that lifestyle and that living.
Fuck what a hater gotta say, I'm getting greater by the day. Do me a favor.
Enter the cellar in the best spots on the east side right here. We get right, get fresh. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I get that endorsement cut now. But nah, I definitely come here and buy sneakers like rather so often. I got about like, I don't even know how many sneakers I got that I ain't wearing yet. They be complaining. But yeah, so if you wanna get your kids right, you wanna get yourself right, your lady right, I can definitely come here. Got good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I got good air conditioning. My favorite sneaker growing up? Shit, man, so many sneakers. I mean, Jordan, man. I was always just a Jordan fan, like forever. Jordan's the best player to me. But then as I started getting older, I love pennies, penny Hardaways, phone posits when they was like coming out like once every 2 years. Like before they was like coming out like every 2 months. Like I'm talking about, man, like
They drop like 9 a year now.
yeah, I'm talking about when they was $180. Like I had to, like I remember one day I was in high school, I was fiending and I like copped the black and red joints and it was like a size 11, I'm a size 9.5. It was crazy, but I was just so thirsty to win. They looked like, my mom was like, yo, they look like clown shoes, man. Like, but it was dope, man. It was part of me growing up, man. Like, I love sneakers. I think sneakers just, like, it's just, I mean, where we come from, that's like our way of like expressing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Through art, music, fashion, just they all coincide with each other. And I think it's just so important, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's us. That's our lifestyle. If I wasn't rapping, I would be full-time designing, or like really like like getting into the whole fashion world for real. Yeah, I do have my own clothing. It's my own merch. It's the logo. It's the Cash logo right here, and the shirt it says Bendición. It means blessing. So like a lot of Latin people, they're taught to say Bendición to their elders, you know, to their grandparents in particular. This is something I was taught like to say all the time to my grandmother as soon as I walked through the door. That was like, you know, that was it. She recently passed back in October in 2017. So I just wanted to carry on tradition and just kind of brand that. So my name is Cash and it means Chinese and Spanish heritage, but I'm actually about to go with an add-on right now. I'm actually going to add my middle name, which is actually my real middle name is Yon, so it's going to be Yon Cash from now on. I just wanted to make it a little more personal, and I kind of wanted to separate myself from any other Cash that was out there, as I was doing with Chinese and Spanish heritage, but I want to make it a lot easier for y'all when y'all search me on Google or any kind of like music platform to find me like the quickest. So we're doing a change, Yon Cash. When I was younger, I was kind of like shy to admit that I was Chinese, because I would just be like, yeah, kids gonna make fun of me, you know what I mean? Like, but as you get older, you start learning how to embrace your culture and your ethnicity. And I just was like, well, I'm different, because everybody, you know, where I come from, they're either just African American, you know, your typical Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. So I knew that I was somewhat exotic just having the Chinese and the Puerto Rican thing. So I thought it was like, all right, this is dope. Son of Substance, I just dropped back in December of 2017. It's a 6-track EP. Thank you. 5 tracks are produced by my in-house producer, David Wirtz, and then 1 track is produced by DJ Pain 1. I mean, I put like a lot into it, you know, especially like my early years. So I talk about the whole substance abuse in my household. I talk about my family, my siblings, my father. Like, it's so much stuff like that I really get into. Just kind of bringing people closer to who I am, you know, to me as Mike, which is my real name, and to Cash the artist, and then, you know, introducing like me as a father as well. So it's a lot in a 6-song EP.
Yeah, it's the code. I know what it is. For my Chinese and Spanish heritage. Fuck what a hater gotta say, I'm getting greater by the day. Do me a favor, stay out of my way. You way out of your lane, let's not do this today. If I was cocaine, they would grade me by the A. 80s baby by the way, I was raised by the Yay. And ever since Yay high, that's why I got soul. I don't know why they lie. De La Vega, I'm street signs for the east side. But ain't nothing bonita. Y los chinos boricua, rep from mi clica. Anything for Selenas, this is my B-side. Put a piece on my neck, this is my peace sign.
Videos, I write most of my treatments. Like, I'll pick out the location, the idea for it, and then I just filter everything down to whoever I need to filter it down to. But I would say like a good 90% of my stuff, I mean, all my music I write myself. A lot of it is pre-written, some of it is like written on the spot, some of it is like freestyled in the studio. But for the most part, yeah, that's like a lot of it is me. I want to touch on my team, which is called The Cult. We actually about to do a name change with that too. We're gonna change our name to the Holy Cult. Reasons why, we just feel like we're on a higher level right now, and there's actually a rock group that's called The Cult, that I was unaware of. So we got to separate ourselves from that too. But you know, pretty much for short, the code means culture, means cultivating, and the members of that collection, I like to call us a collection, would be my man Marquise Banks, which is a really dope artist. He sings and he raps. My other man Pretty the Op, and the homie Kev Skrilla. Really, really dope artists. Y'all gotta look out for them. They got like good projects on the way, and we still building a team. The Cult Collective album, yeah, definitely. That's like really what's next on the dish right now. My first project I released was The Golden Age, Soul Food for Thought, back in 2012. That was 14 songs. And Son of Substance, like I said, was 6 songs. I just think the growth, I mean, the lyrical ability it's always been there, but I just think the growth is different. It's just a different outlook on life, different subject matter, different content. Right now in my life, I'm in a great place, man. I'm in a great spot, like mentally, physically, and just overall, I feel happy. I'm kind of overwhelmed with joy, and like just like I have this feeling. I don't know if y'all like ever felt it before, but like it's that exciting feeling, like where you just know something really good is about to happen in your life, and I've been feeling like that for a while now. So I'm just rolling with the punches, man. I see myself with the culture on tour somewhere, like overseas, and really living the dream that we all have. I learned and I seen growing up is just wasn't too many Latin rappers. I mean, like, you know, when you mention a Latin rapper, the first person you think about, especially like a Puerto Rican rapper, is Big Pun. And then after that, you're gonna think about Fat Joe. But you could probably list like all the Latin rappers in like one hand. You know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to just jump in there and just, you know, and rep for us. You know what I mean? Within the culture.
Yo, man, I want to thank y'all for coming to the East Side, hanging out with me today. Thank you, Ashley Tiffaney. Thank you, Stay on TV. Much love, much blessings. Bendición.
This shit is special, I swear to God. My body and soul, y'all paralyzed.
She like that cash in advance.
She want
cash in advance.
She need
cash in advance.
She like
cash in advance.
All
She
right.
gon' really, really do what I like.
All right.
Really